Natarajan, welcome to Headlines Today. Not good news at all this morning. What do you make of Sheila Dikshit and the Congress government being decimated? Our panelists argue that this is a reflection of a much larger anger that's now reached a crescendo against your government, ma'am.
Well, I was just listening to this extraordinary thing that the other panelist was saying. I'm not sure who he is. The fact is, if we are losing in Delhi, please remember that we've had a government in Delhi, extraordinarily good work done by Sheila Dikshit for 15 years. And an anti-incumbency after 15 years is not something that I think democracy will be particularly shocked by. The other point I wish to make in rebuttal to what the panelist before me just spoke, when he spoke about what Randeep Surjewala was saying, which I did not hear, is that it was the BJP that called it a semi-final. It was the BJP that said, Mr. Modi, this is the referendum on the next election, that Mr. Modi is going to change the face of India. And from the results that have come out till now, and I would caution my friend on the panel, whoever he is, that it's too early to get cock-a-hoop about anything. Clearly, we are not doing very well in Delhi. That is something we will introspect about. But the results in Chhattisgarh are different. You're discussing Delhi right now. So 1 minute, I want to finish. There is not a single change that has been brought about by Mr. Modi in Delhi because it is the Aam Aadmi Party that has benefited from whatever issues that the people had with the Congress.
Our panelists have lots of questions for you, Ms. Natarajan. Stay with me for a moment. We've got Vasundhara Raje Scindia, who's romping back to power in style in Rajasthan. She's joining our correspondent Rishika at this time. Let's listen to what Ms. Scindia has to say.
As Vasundhara Raje Scindia walks out of the Surya Mandir here in Rajasthan, we'd like to ask her, ma'am, is this going to be a march? Is this going to be a march of victory?
You know, I haven't really listened to the results as yet. It's all that you're telling me. But during our yatra, in the manner in which people had reacted, had made it very, very clear to me that the people were very upset with the kind of setup that the Congress has put out. And this has been proved by what has happened today.
20 years we've seen an incumbent government never being voted back to power. Do you think they're high on anti-incumbency? Do you think it's the work that the BJP has done?
No, that's not true. Just let me tell you one thing very categorically. Sukhadia ji was there for 17 years. This is a myth. Let's not go back on what has happened. Let's look forward and see what's going to happen.
What have you learned from the past election, ma'am? The one big key learning.
Most important thing is we forget that the people are the most important. And there's an arrogance that creeps into dealings. Everyone must realize that it's the people who decide. And it is that what the people do that we have to apply ourselves to.
How far is the Narendra Modi factor going to swing it for you in Rajasthan?
Narendra Modi factor is a very big factor across Rajasthan and across the country and across every other state that you've seen so far. The election here is being fought at two levels. One is the level of the state, and the second is the leading up to the general elections, where, as you can see, people are fed up of the family rule of the Congress and want very much to bring in people who will create development in the country and who also, apart from development, will bring back the pride of this country. He has done it effectively in Gujarat, and that is what the people of this country want. They want no more to have their noses rubbed into the dirt. I will finish.
A lot of poll stops being doled out by the Ashok Gehlot government last minute. Do you think they got last minute jitters?
You can see, after not having worked for 4.5 years, to believe that you can just win people over by just doling out sops shows the kind of contempt that you hold the people in. And the people have replied strongly enough to tell them that they do not agree with these. They have been contemptuous in their own fashion. They want people who care, they want people who will make an effort for development, and they want people who understand and are sensitive to them.
What would Vasundhara Raje Scindia like to say, semi-final 2013, what would you like to say to the people of Rajasthan?
I can only say thank you very much for everything that has been given to me. I accept this humbly, and I also feel that we have worked very hard for it. We've watched the public to do whatever we can do, and I respect the judgment of the people, and I hope that we will be able to deliver to them what it is that they really want.